Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here. Today we have a replay featuring one of my most favorite ships in the game, and that is, well, quite obviously the Tier 10 German tech-line battleship, the Preussen, the ship that replaced my other favorite ship in the game, the GK. Now, this Preussen is being piloted by the Old Guardian, who seems to have a proper German battleship build on his Preussen. Now, many a time you'll find me saying in videos talking about the new quote-unquote German battleship line as a line you should build for main battery guns, and that is true if you really want to get the most out of them in today's World of Warships. However, what it appears that the Old Guardian is rocking here is an old school secondary build. He did not include his build with the replay file, so I don't know for sure what he has on, but judging by his 12.5 kilometer secondary range, it's looking like he built into his secondaries a bit, plus he does have Lucians on this Preussen as well, so again, a proper commander to have on a proper German battleship. Now, before you keyboard warriors down there get complaining about the camera angles, this is a replay. This is from the Old Guardian's perspective. This is how he plays World of Warships, so I cannot do anything about that. If you don't know, it's a replay file. I can pause it, I can speed it up, I can slow it down. I can't change anything to do with the camera besides going to free cam. But anyway, this is a live reaction replay, so you are going to get my genuine live reactions to whatever happens on screen. And what I'd like to point out is that the Old Guardian did something very clever there at the start. He cranked his throttle back, and he keeps cranking it back to half speed. It's looking like he's just taking a second and seeing what's going on, who's going where, so he can best... well, there goes the friendly Talon there in the first 2 minutes and change. Anyway, it's looking like he's taking in what's going in the map so he can make a decision on where to go. And it's looking like he's going straight down the middle. Now, this is a cursed and blessed game. There's no CVs. There's no super ships, I do believe. There's none, correct. However, there are 2 submarines, so you gotta, pay something to get matchmaking that's, in 2 out of 3 categories is pretty good. Alright, so it looks like he's going towards C-ish now. Napoli, 12.8 kilometers away. Oh, he is using the scroll wheel. That's something that personally bugs me. Okay, shots out on the Napoli. There goes the secondaries. A little bit too high there. He could have got some glorious citadels there on the Napoli. Yeah, the whole scroll wheel thing, I used to do that back in the day, and then it was pointed out to, how annoying it was to watch that on video on my older videos, and then now I'm just like, oh yeah, I really made like 20 videos using the scroll wheel to zoom in. Alright, Des Moines, 19 kilometers out. Aims a little bit high, but he might be anticipating the Des Moines to turn, which the Des Moines does turn. And let's see, that's still some good side on the Des Moines. Ooh, there we go, 15,000. That's another thing that's so nice about the Preussen. If you have OCD, when you citadel enemy ships, you get that nice 15,000 damage number popping up on your screen, because that's the maximum AP damage of the Preussen's 457mm main battery guns. It's just so nice and round. Alright, secondaries are chewing on the Bismarck. He gets a direct hit on the enemy sub, which is a Salmon over in the sea cap. And this Napoli's coming around the corner, maybe. No, he's actually going to the island. So he's looking out to the A-cap side of things and trying to catch some broadside shots. The Preussen, when you do have a secondary build on it, as we have seen, the main battery guns aren't incredibly accurate, but they are 18-inch guns, 457mm guns. So you only really need 1 or 2 to connect. And as far as German guns go, you can kind of get 1 or 2 to connect on a fairly regular basis. Enemy Thrasher just took out the friendly North Carolina, and the friendly U-2501 just took out the enemy Z-52. That's interesting how that happened in this patch. There's a Salmon popping up again. He's at 10 kilometers, but I don't think, Guardian secondaries can't get on him just yet. They don't have an angle, but I think he just got him there with those airstrikes. And let's see, this depth charge should be off. Yep, there you go. So there we go, dead Salmon, and first kill for Guardian here. Okay, he's checking out what's going out on the other side of the map. Up here comes the Bismarck. Ooh, that is a nice profile to see there. Flat German battleship broadside. Gets his full broadside off. The Shimakaze did get torps out, so if this doesn't kill him, oh, nice chunk right there. 20k in pure pins, no citadels. Oh, look at that. The Bismarck manages to escape the Shimakaze's torps. Napoli, 9.7 kilometers away. And, okay, so I get that, he's trying to check his surroundings, but the man's going to give me whiplash here. So, I mean, I'm suffering through that with you guys. But again, the way he plays this game. And, ooh, this should be a De Napoli. Beautiful broadside, beautiful broadside. Oh, of course it's not. God, the Napoli is such a cracked ship. 3 overpins and 2 pins on what 100% would have been citadels on any other cruiser in the game. You gotta love the Italian bias. Everyone wants to go on about Soviet bias, this Soviet bias, that. I present to you Italian bias. Okay, this should be a dead Napoli for real though. If it's not Italian bias confirmed. Italian bias confirmed. Overpins, 11 kilometers away, 2 overpins on a Napoli. God, man. If that thing was named, like, I don't know, the Trotsky, which Stalin wouldn't name a ship after Trotsky, but I'm just trying to come up with some old communist names. If it was, everyone would be crying about it, but it's Italian, so it's not. Alright, so things are not going well for the friendly side. They are already down half of their ships before the 7-minute mark, and the enemy side just now lost a cruiser. They'd only lost 2 DDs and 2 submarines and a DD before. Oh, so the Napoli did die finally to the Conqueror. That's about right. Alright, so Guardian's rolling around the corner to find this Bismarck. This is the same broadside Bismarck from before. But he is, broadside again at 12.9 kilometers. Broadside out with the Preussen guns. Decent-ish dispersion for German standards. That is a very toasty Bismarck there. He's on fire in, I believe, 3 places. Unfortunately, only managed to grab a couple of overpins and I think 1 or 2 pins for 5,000 damage. I think he ate a couple of some of the turrets, ate some of his shells. Secondary's out now on the Bismarck. He is a mere 22 shells away from activating Lucius' secondary skill. Pops the spotter plane to get some cross-map shots on the Shikishima. This will be, a nice little Uno reverse card here if he actually citadels this Shikishima or does any meaningful amount of damage. Nah, German dispersion shows its head there. Okay, yeah, I would definitely be focusing on the Bismarck. I mean, he was behind the island, obviously. That's why he took a shot at the Shikishima on the other side of the map. But now the Bismarck is fully within secondary range of the Preussen. Preussen is also very good because, like the GK, all of her secondary guns can pin 32 millimeters of armor thanks to the German HE pins. So, he can pin the common threshold at this tier, so all these ships he's going to run into, they can get to his secondary range. He's going to be able to do good, consistent damage on top of setting fires with his secondary guns. Okay, it seems like the friendly team is managing to make the enemy pay for sinking at least the rest of the friendly team. They've got them down to a similar number of ships. Looks like the friendly side has 5 ships up, enemy side only has 6 ships up. So yeah, a little bit more closer game there in terms of the teams. The friendly side does have the cap advantage at the moment, but we'll see how long that does stay. Now, to note, the enemy side does not have any DDs left, nor does the friendly side, but the friendly side does have a submarine who can at least be very stealthy and cap if need be, so that might come into play later. Alright, Shikishima 16 kilometers out. Wants to look at his Preussen instead of at the Shikishima. Okay. And, oh god, that could have been good. But at that range, the Shikishima armor and the Yami armor is very much good at not eating citadels. I didn't realize there was an Atlantico in this game. The Atlantico grabs a secondary kill on the Des Moines. Yami's thinking he's an American cruiser and is hugging the island. Otago from 14 kilometers away. Friendly Venezia detonates the Vladivostok. That's okay. We'll allow that. Alright, shots out on the Otago. First 2 turrets. Otago using his stealth. Here's Otago making a mistake at opening fire on the Preussen in a tier 8 cruiser from 12 kilometers away. But thankfully for the Otago's sake, the guns were not locked on because he was undetected. And I'm assuming Guardian thought, just like we thought, that obviously, the Otago's going to use his stealth and will just simply not shoot. but I guess that is not correct. Alright, so secondary's out on the Otago. It looks like he's looking to see when that Shikishima comes around that corner. He's waiting for him to pop up. Let's see, will the Shikishima keep going, or will he stop? Okay, Otago has gotten out of range. The Shikishima has kept on paddling, and now he's going to get a paddling if the dispersion does cooperate, which it does. Oh, triple Citadel on the Shikishima for 45,000 damage out of one salvo. That is a beautiful, beautiful number. Alright, he's got double fires now on the Shikishima, so on top of getting smacked for 45k, the Shiki just has to deal with two fires now. Okay, so he has popped his damage constant. There's those go. Ooh, come on, right in the cheek for another 19,950 damage. Oh, the Yami is creeping up on him too. Ooh, 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 ooh. That is not something you want to have on your side, regardless of whatever your armor scheme is. Okay, he is going to slink behind the island right before the Yami can get shots on him. Goes back to focusing on the Shikishima. My friend, I would like you to zoom out when you're whipping your camera around. It would make a whole hell of a lot less of us motion sick. Enemy Preussen does take out the friendly Des Moines, though. That's probably going to be his big competitor here at the end of this match. Going bow to bow with the Shiki. The Shiki did knock out his number 2 turret. Shiki does have 20-inch guns, so 2 inches bigger than the mere 18-inch guns on the... Friend, you do not have 18.1-inch guns. You cannot overmatch the power armor of the Shikishima. But I like your enthusiasm, though. Ooh. Number 2 turret gets knocked out, I think, a second time there in a row. Yeah, look, he was trying to rotate into position. But his secondary guns, because they can pin 32, there you go. That's so funny. The 18-inch guns can't pin 32 millimeters of armor from the bow on, but the secondary guns that are 128 millimeters can. You know, 457 millimeter, nah, I can't do it. 128, yeah, we can get through it with HE and get enough damage to sink him. It's a game, I know, but it's just funny, right? Alright, so there's a Yami and a Preussen left up. 3 versus 3. Now, the friendlies do have the cap advantage, but they do not have the HP advantage. They've got, what, a Venezia. You have a Preussen that's fairly healthy, but you have 2 tier 10 BBs that are still... This should be a dead Otago, right? Nope, of course not. Triple overpins on the Otago. Okay, this should be a dead Otago, right? There you go. Citadel again for a dead Otago. And the Yami takes out the Venezia. 2 on 2. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now there's, again, a 2501 who is a very sneaky boy. He does have Torps out on the Yami. Let's see what happens here, though. Okay, so Yami's trying to turn in to Guardian's Preussen for some reason. Citadel on the Yami, 19,000 damage there. He does manage to dodge the 2501's torpedoes. And, ooh, German armor coming in clutch there. And here comes the Preussen around the corner. So that's Yami. That's killed number, what, 4 for our hero in the Preussen. But now he's facing another Preussen. And there goes his number 2 turret again. The poor crewmen in number 2 turret are not having a good day. Alright, so he's thrown into reverse now. He's going to, I believe, attempt to kite this Preussen for everything that he's worth. Now, he does have a 15,000 health disadvantage with the Preussen. I'm assuming Lucian's skill got popped long ago. I believe, yes, this Preussen... Does he have Lucians? I don't think he does have Lucians. So he does have an advantage there in terms of... He does not have Lucians. Okay, the enemy does not have Lucians, that's what I'm saying. The friendly captain does, so he has an advantage there in terms of the secondary... reload rate, but he is still down by about 10,000 HP. He's got a heal coming up in 2 seconds now. That should be able to help him. Okay, so he's healing, and if this doesn't kill him... Okay, so he's going to be alive for a little while longer. He's doing the smart thing and just settling for his rear guns and leaving his front guns out of action. Here comes the 2501 with the torpedoes. Okay, this could save our hero here. Our hero needs a hero. Okay, so there goes the Preussen's ASW planes. The U-2501, is he diving? Gets the forward guns out on the target. And, oh, he gets killed, but the 2501 does take out the Preussen. And that is enough for 351,000 damage, 4 kills, almost 5 there at the end, and a win. 351,000 damage, 882,000 credits. How much base XP did this man get? 2,700 base XP. Good lord, man. So that right there, fellas, that's actually the 11th highest damage game in a Preussen. There you go. Yeah, you have a couple of Yambies to beat on. Have a really good match there. Well done, Old Guardian. It's always fun to see a German battleship get to do German battleship things. It's got to be like my second or third favorite thing seeing in this world. So, very excellent game there, Old Guardian. If you have a replay like this, please feel free to send it in to the email linked in the description down below. You might find your replay being featured here on our weekly bonus replay video. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, let Old Guardian know what you think about his game and all that jazz down below, and subscribe while you're down there. Why don't you? So hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday, wonderful weekend, or I should say wonderful rest of your week, and hope to catch you guys in the next one.